I'm just outside of Duncannon along the banks of the Susquehanna River. Starting my hike this morning. Pretty foggy right now. Hopefully this will burn off. It's 47 degrees this morning. I'm crossing the Susquehanna River. It's so foggy out there you almost can't see the river. As a matter of fact, there's a train bridge right next to us and I hear the train. Can't see it though. That's the town of Duncannon over there on the other side of the Susquehanna River, and the fog bank hanging over the top of the river. I stayed at Peters Mountain Shelter last night. We had a full house. I got a little early start this morning to attempt to beat the rain that's coming in after lunch. Sun's about to pop over that ridge behind me. The water source there was bad. Down, down, down. It might not have been the worst I've done, but it's certainly in the top 3. Had a great group of guys that I met with last night. They were coming from Virginia and New Jersey to meet each other here. I enjoyed fireside last night since it got dark early. Really enjoyed some good company. It's amazing what kind of people you meet out here on the trail. Some wonderful people. Somebody trimmed some limbs there, which gives us a fantastic view of the Kenter viewpoint. Last couple of days has been hiking along this ridge, which sometimes is good and sometimes is bad. Big rock outcrops are kind of difficult to get through, but most of it's been pretty good. Most of the leaves are off the trees, so you get glimpses of the valley down below. It's mid-50s right now. Probably got down to about 48, 49 degrees last night. Started at Clark Valley this morning. Yes, everything goes up from the valley. Nice mountain laurels and hemlocks in here. A lot of moss on the rocks. So the sun must not get down in here. It's 41 degrees this morning. Supposed to get cold tonight though. I popped down onto a old logging road or maybe a fire tower road, which is pretty good after facing the rock climbing for a couple miles. It's warmed up to 43 and that hill made me lose a jacket. I'm on the northwest side of this ridge and it's obvious from all the moss that this doesn't get a lot of sunshine in here. I'm about to cross over the ridge to the eastern face. We have a fire ring up here on the ridge with 4 seats with backs on them. Pretty nice. This is the foundation point with the connections for the stairs. That used to be an old fire tower. Been a while since I've seen laurels. Probably can't see it, but it's starting to sleep. I assume these big mounds that I see here are tailings out of a mine. The water coming out of this little tributary here's got an orange tint to it. Must have a lot of iron in it. Look what it did to the rocks. This must have been a thriving coal mining community at one time. Looks like a place I might call home tonight. I stayed at the Ross Gap shelter last night. I put up my tent because I wasn't sure if that rattlesnake that lived up under the shelter was watching the weather as closely as I was. It was a little bit below freezing last night. It sleeted and snowed just a little bit. Little remnants on the ground this morning. Stayed and conversed with a guy from Georgia. I enjoyed our visit last night. Heading out this morning. Looking forward to getting warmed up here. This hike out to the shelter from the AT is straight as an arrow, a mounded area, and as you can see, coal. This must have been a little rail spur to get the coal out. This is the Stony Creek area. This is normally flooded by beaver dams. The folks coming southbound told me that it was not too bad as long as you had trekking poles. This is probably the highest point of the day. Wind's howling up here on the ridge. I'm about to cross Pennsylvania 443 for the first time today. Starting off at Sotara Gap this morning, it's 36 degrees, but the wind is under 10 miles an hour, which is fantastic compared to yesterday and the day before. Looking forward to a good hike today. This is an old iron bridge built in 1890. Composite members made up of lattice bars in between, rivets. Look at the eye bars drooping down to carry the load. Pretty impressive looking structure here. It's got a wooden deck on it. This is the remnants of a canal lock. They say barges full of coal were traveling upriver to Pine Grove. It was in operation from 1830 to 1862. I'm about to go under 81. I think this is my third time crossing 81. Temperature's risen up to 38 degrees. I'm a couple miles away from the interstate and about 800 feet up, but you can still hear it. Great view of the valley below, all the farms and communities down there. Finally made it up to the ridge. This is the 501 shelter. There's a solar shower. Well, this is quite a shelter. Got a picnic table inside, bunks, and the door closes. I stayed at the 501 shelter last night. That was a blast. Nice four walls. It was kind of cold last night, but the wind was the biggest thing. Sun's coming up over there. I'm still close to Highway 501, as you can hear. I thought about bringing me a Snickers bar to celebrate 1,200 miles on the trail, but then 2-3 days ago I passed through Hershey, Pennsylvania, so I'm gonna celebrate with a Hershey bar. This is Highway 183, one of those crossings you have to be really careful. 4 lanes and the traffic is coming uphill and around a corner in both directions. Have to be pretty careful here. This is one of those straight as an arrow sections. I'm going to assume it had to be a road or a rail line at one time. It's not elevated very much, so it probably wasn't a rail, but off to the edge is rocks in both directions. This is a nice section of the trail. Met a great guy out here on the trail today. He and I hiked together for several miles. We're both the same age and had a lot of things in common, so we had good conversation while we hiked. His trail name is now Woolly Bugger. named after his favorite trout lure. This has been a wonderful hike. With the exception of the wind, it's been pretty darn good weather. I stayed at Peter's shelter can't stop saying no. Stayed at Peter. About to cross. I'm about to cross. About to cross Pennsylvania. I'm about to cross Pennsylvania.